So this is a quick tutorial on leg drive for a barbell bench press. Now, essentially, I'm going to keep this very quick and simple. When you drive with your legs, you're trying to slide yourself up the bench. Essentially, that's what it comes down to. Now, because basically the weight is pressing down on you, you're hopefully not going to go actually sliding up the bench, but that's kind of the goal that we're looking for here. We're basically translating the force from your legs through your core, through your upper back, and into bar, power out of the bottom of the bench press. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to use just an empty bar so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. You want to lie back, get your grip on the bar, set your feet. Now your feet are not way out here. They're definitely not up on the bench. They're actually, and for me, because this bench is a little taller, I actually set my feet up on the feet of the bench. You may see people doing this with their feet actually elevated on something like little step risers or something in order to actually get that better, because for me personally, if I set my feet here, too much arch in the back and I don't get a good press from it. So that's something you want to be aware of when you're setting up for the bench press. You want to have a good angle here. This is going to be about 80 degrees at the knee. It's not 90 degrees, your feet are not flat on the floor. You actually want to have the balls of your feet here so that you can actually use your legs to drive yourself that way on the bench. So you grip the bar and practice this with good form. Like, you don't want to be loose when you're practicing your bench press, even with lighter weight. You want to practice like you're actually going to be pressing. So keep good form, and then you can see maintaining tension. The glutes are just kind of grazing that bench. They're not fully flat on here, and they're not raised. Now, come down, and then right here, that's when you want to drive with the legs and basically try and slide upwards up the bench like this. Boom, like that. Now, because there's no weight on the bar, you can see that I'm moving a fair bit when I'm doing this. When there's weight on the bar, that's going to kind of anchor your upper back in place. That's going to translate the force through your lower body, your core, upper back, and up through the bar. All right, so I put 225 on the bar here so you can get an idea of what this leg drive looks like with some weight on the bar. So for me, I've never been a massive bench presser. I managed at one point in my training career to get to 350 pounds. It took a lot of work and a lot of practice on technique. I haven't done a lot of bench press recently. 225 is a good weight for me to try this with. But essentially, what you want to do, like I said, is you want to transfer that force from the legs through the core, upper back, and drive that bar up. And the timing is crucial because you don't want to hit it too soon, because that's not going to give you that extra push out of the bottom that you're looking for. You want to basically lower that bar to your chest, and the moment right before you start to go up, that's when you want to originate through the legs, through the core, and through the upper back, blah, blah, blah. And that's what's going to help basically almost like send a wave of power through your lower body, through the core, and up. If you look at really good bench pressers, slow down the movement, and you're going to notice that you'll see basically that drive that way, and their body's not going to move because the weight is pinning them down, but that force is going through the core, through the abdomen, and transferring into the bar. So here's what that looks like. And again, with every weight you use, you want to make sure you're practicing good quality form. You're not bouncing the bar off your chest, and you're not basically doing stupid things like that. So get everything nice and tight, get into position. So, as you can see when I'm doing this, right when I'm getting to about here, when I'm ready to get that bar off my chest, that's when I drive that way, stiffen everything up, let that force transfer through, and then power that up. That's really the sequence of events that you want to hit when you're working leg drive for the barbell bench press.